sound of my heart becomes mine, and I've been staying for a long time. I know it ain't time to be sad, 'cause we'll be know each other soon. Cherry blossoms in the summer, you cherish it till we bloom. And let me know your phone number, 'cause I want you, and I want you, I want you to stay here with me, even though we just met. Our arms always see things that are meant to be. 'Cause I want you, and I want you to stay in my life. 'Cause I want you, oh. So let's get superficial.
Oh, how would I stay with me? Hi, we are live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. My name is Showtime, the Hypeman.
The way that I feel, I can't believe you're here, and you keep me real. I never will forget the way you came into my life.
That's right, we are live on the Cosmo. It's Friday. It's a little about 75 degrees outside while the temperature. I'm ready for my fans and those who are watching me around the world. What's going on out there? I love the way you make me feel.
I love the way you make me feel. I love the way you make me feel. I loved you from last time.
So what's going on for those out there watching us around the world? This is the Cosmo Radio Network USA.
New force is about to hit this city.
From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
That's right, we're live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. My name is Showtime, the Hypeman. So what's going on out there? For those, it's the Friday show. For those who know, we're still doing it. It's a lot of things are going on and apart across this great city. We're still seeing gun violence. Hey, what's going on, my brother, Kevin McKennedy? We want to thank you for tuning in. Also, we are grateful that you acknowledge this radio station. We're grateful for everybody that's been watching us and seeing what we are doing. There's a lot of things going on, and where I don't understand what's going on with the gun violence and people just killing people for nothing. And what is really going on? What is the problem where we can't get along? What is the real problem? That we just can't get along. I just can't figure out where we're hearing stories of young people doing things out there where you can't even have a conversation, or you can't even wave to the young people, and it's just out of control, these gun violence. And I want to give a salute to Lisa Tate, lost her husband, Buster. For those who know, Buster was a guy from Overbrook section, where he was from, near the Tuscan Parade Ground, 62nd. We sent a prayer out to him and his family and those who are watching us, where we want to make sure that people know that we are still having this family in prayer, and those who knew him, and where he changed his life around and try to make a difference in the community as a whole, and giving himself to God. And but it seemed like every time we try to turn our life over, where other things come up to face us. I just can't put it all together. What is going on? And I feel deeply for those who watching us may not understand what is going on when it comes to helping each other, when it comes to doing things different. I just can't put it all together. It's just shocking to me where innocent people are dying. Innocent people are dying. And that's what's going on across this great nation. Too many people are dying. Too many people are just not aware what is going on. And how can we solve the problem? And that's where I'm at, just trying to figure out what's going on, where death, murder, and killing every day. That's all we're hearing. And that's all we've been hearing. Every day we turn the news, somebody died, somebody getting shot, someone getting slaughtered, someone getting killed. Where I was in the barbershop today, I still go to the barbershop, where we was having a conversation where older guys, where they only want to, where a lot of guys that still maybe have it in them, like holding hands up, maybe fist fighting in the old way, or maybe say verbal words, but it seemed like the young people, the first thing they say, get the guns, or I'm gonna kill that mother, or the F, or whatever they say. That's why it's important that you be aware of your spirituality at all times, because we don't even know when that day going to hit us. And verbally, it's hard. Verbally, we are seeing more of death and slaughters and murders and killings in all of our areas. I just don't have a clue what's going on. And that's where I'm at. I just don't have a clue. Of innocent people are dying. Where that was the conversation today in the barbershop. And it should be the conversation on all broadcast radio stations. It should be the conversation for all of us, even though we get tired of speaking of gun violence, whereas other topics that we can be talking about. I remember when in the 80s, when the drug addiction hit the urban Black community, and we're seeing the same thing with gun violence, where it messed up some of the parents mentally and physically, where cocaine and crack cocaine has paralyzed our community. With those who were born in the 60s, where there were 60 babies, where those who may be born in the 70s, where we were striving to be the future of our culture, of being business, of standing up for stuff, and not really going through what our grandparents and our fathers went through. But some type of way that drugs played a major role in the 70s and the 80s, a part of our lives. So now we're seeing in 2022 and 21 where guns are playing a major role, and that is the talk across this great nations and some of the concrete poorest community, where gun violence of shooting our own kind so fast and allowing people to leave the earth. We can't blame nobody. I can't get into the blaming game. Can't blame another race. Then I'm wrong if I do that. It's the spirituality of each and every one of us and the part that we play as society. That's the problem. That is the true problem. It's a lot of head games. There's a lot of things that's going on that wouldn't be going on with the mind game and the mindset and the attitude. I don't know what to say. We've been dealing with also this past in Pennsylvania, for those who are watching us around the world, where the state and federal and city money had come together and they came up with $325 million, where they want to tackle the gun violence in Pennsylvania, where that's all in Pennsylvania, in every part of Pennsylvania. But we see more in the Philadelphia area, because we may not be in York, PA, we may not be in Coatesville, where they may have news, where we're not getting the news and the report of the data of gun violence. And it's important that we find how can we place our hands on this, but none of us can place our hands on the gun violence in America. It seems like we all struggle. Elected officials are struggling, religion leaders are struggling, community activity people are struggling. It seems like everybody is struggling to find a way of innocent killing, those who walk in the street, babies, grandmothers. It seems like nobody's protected. Every day, some type of gun is going off in America, where we have all this new technology, all these new cameras, where we can't even trace back with some of the guns that are purchasing. How are they purchasing? How are they buying billets? Is the governor or the feds are really getting involved and getting into the nitty-gritty and having a blueprint and setting up shop in some of these black communities, white communities, poor communities, and Latino communities, where we need to set up an enforcement team where to fight it, I think that we have to go red in it. That's what I believe. We got to go in it. And that's the only way that we can tackle it, is to go in it. And that's what we're not doing. We're not allowing ourselves to go in it. Too many people are overriding and seeing it for what it's worth. And that's what we are dealing with. What do you want to do? With those who like to call up, you can call up at 267-416-764. Or maybe somebody got something, a brighter idea, or someone maybe or afraid to discuss these problems that is going on in America that's dealing with gun violence. We just saw an innocent brother, 63 years old, a guy popular in the community that I come from, was shot in the head twice, shot in the back 8 times at 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning, just coming home from shopping. And we're seeing it every day. That bothers me, and it should bother my audience, should bother all of us. And this is all we're hearing. It's just like when 80, when the drugs came in our community in a large number, when everybody was out, and the 80 babies and the 60 babies and the 70 children, we're supposed to be the ones that set the tone in our own community when it comes up to rise up and wake up. We didn't wake up. We are still sleeping. We are still disliking each other. We are still hating on each other. We are still trying to outdo each other. We are still doing everything else, but not showing love. How could a brother or a sister want to take another brother out of here like it ain't nothing? It ain't the mafia. It ain't over territory. Because there's not a lot of money out here anyway for us to receive money. They just killing just to say killing because the spirit, and I was sharing that inside the shop today where it's a spirit battle. And that's what we're dealing with, a spiritual battle. Where if a guy have a gun, an automatic shotgun at 16 years old, that shoot 32 rounds, that's a spirit. They cannot fight the spirits. I have never owned a gun. I have never shot the gun, and I'm 61 years. I come from the streets of the city of Philadelphia. Showtime, my Hypeman, has never owned a gun or shot a gun or attempt that I want to shoot somebody. And I come up in the same community. And I hung with the thugs. I hung with those who betrayed they were gangsters. But the history of those who are gangsters, it's a repeat. Death, life in jail, where you got parents that raise their children the right way. But they're very influenced in the streets. And I didn't know so many young people have a mindset, the first thing they do, bring the gun. Then they're talking about how many bodies they got under their belt. Bragging that you killed another black man or killed a woman or killed a baby. And it doesn't matter what color to me. Killing someone for nothing is a sin. And don't you think that none of y'all, those who thought they got away, you don't get away with this. And I want to make it clear to my audience and those who are watching me around the world, you do not get away of killing somebody. I don't care. You may think nobody saw it. The camera didn't get you. The police didn't get you. You do not get away. Trust me on that one. How many people that's going to die? How many people we're going to see where funeral after funeral after funeral after funeral, even those who are gun victims or shooting someone, where now your son is in jail for the rest of his life. For that first 30 seconds, you allow that gun and that mindset for you to pull that trigger and shoot somebody. Isn't that crazy? For those who are watching me around the world, I'm going to be doing something on September the 22nd. And I'm a part of the Wake Up and Rise Up for gun violence around the world. I'm talking about around the world. And where this phone line and but I know a lot of people may don't want to watch Showtime, my Hypeman, but this is a serious matter that we are dealing with. Let's forget about, Mikhail Keller or whatever you may know me as. We got to stop all the jealousy and hateful people that we live and grew up with, that we grow up to love, are dying in these rough times in this day of time in 2022. Just because we had a disagreement. Or you in a parking space and this is my parking space, and because you can't handle a gun. See, a lot of people can't handle the gun that's on their hip. How can a 16-year-old boy handle an automatic shotgun, a machine gun? I don't know what it is. That shoot 32 rounds. How the hell that you can go buy a 32-round gun? Where they get the money at 16 years old? I'm struggling just to meet all my bills. And they can afford an automatic gun. Where's the money at? You tell me that Showtime the Hypeman been around all this time. Where is the money? Where are they purchasing these guns at? Where are they purchasing these buildings at? Where all these guns are coming from, where we got to hold somebody accountable? Somebody got to find out what's going on. It got to be a gun warehouse. It got to be a house somewhere. Just like they found crack houses and dope houses. I challenge All of us. And this is all of our fights. We got to stop blaming the mayor. We got to stop blaming the governor. We got to stop blaming the president of the United States. We got to stop blaming everybody else. It's time for us to roll up our sleeves and fight for justice for ourselves. We always in the blaming party, blaming somebody else. Well, if there was a lot of police, they wouldn't be happy. They got police, they got cameras, they got dogs, they got everything. And these people just don't care about living, about socializing. It ain't no game war going on because the game war days is over. We did that coming up when we used to game war and beat each other for territory. It ain't no more dope and no more cocaine. There ain't nobody no big dope dealer no more. So it ain't about territory. Y'all ain't even making no money. Y'all just taking bodies, ain't even getting $1 for it. Wearing a pair of t-shirt and a brand new pair of Air Forces and a hoodie. Did you see the young people wore hoodies in a hot summer all year long? What the hell is wrong with us? They wearing hoodies and a 98 degrees. We wearing t-shirts. Or trying to find somewhere to get under the air conditioner or go to a beach or go to an island somewhere just to get some cool air and swimming and having fun and getting a cocktail. Those who like cocktails and cookouts. I was hosting a release party. And 10 of the young guys were sitting in the corner with all these women on the side. The young guys at 18 and 19 know nothing about dating. What is going on? We are losing so many black young men in America where nobody's really got their hands on it. Nobody can identify it because we don't have people that's willing to speak. Soon as Showtime to speak on these type of things, everybody got an attitude with me. He don't know what he's talking about because I don't have a degree. Or because I'm not elected, because I'm not a part of an organization, because I'm not a part of a clique, so I don't get a chance to speak at some of the rallies, at some of the platforms. So I built my own platform, and that's what Showtime, the Hypeman, is doing on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. This is a network for all of us. My phone should be ringing. We just lost a good brother named Buster up at 62nd Street where nobody should be calling. Everybody knows Showtime the Hypeman. I'm born and raised in West Philadelphia, and it seems like nobody knows me in West Philadelphia. Nobody knows me. Everybody got Facebook. Everybody got Instagram. Everybody got a telephone. Everybody got YouTube. Because we have never learned how to build something, but we learn how to tear each other up. We have never learned how to build and build and build. And we got so many hateful people, jealous people, haters. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like him. And that's what we've been dealing with. I am tired of us mistreating each other. I am tired of the gun violence where people just don't want to go out. Yeah, we go to concerts and we go to venues. Those who are mature adults, we're afraid to even argue. You ever go to a gas station and you pull up and say, hey man, I was there first before you know the argument. I mean, I was at the turnpike where this lady was just, I don't know what was going on. So I beat my horn, and then she came, you know how we are with each other. We get an attitude. You ever go to the mall where And I'm not trying to throw black people under the bus. I want to make that clear for my audience and my white audience and my Latino. They may do it to each other too. I don't know. I'm just a black man living in a black community and see black folks more every day because where I come from. But unfortunately, I don't live in a black community. I live in an all white, 90% of white people that I live at. And it's not that I'm still pro-choice. Even when we go to the mall, even when you go to a store, we don't give each other customer service. We got an attitude. Even as a cashier, even at maybe some of the waitress. Why do we have a problem with each other in 2022? I don't know the answer. For those that like to call me, you can call up the station. I'm going to give you the phone number to call up. I don't know.
Powerful new force is about to hit its city.
From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
So we're here live, and we're hoping that our audience and those who are watching me live on the Cosmo Radio Network, and we're hoping that we can generate some new people to really look into what we're doing. And it's important that all of us continue to walk through this process. It's a scary thing for all of us. It is wicked. People got attitudes. People quick to jump on you right away to find out what you ain't doing. I just can't figure out what is going on. I just don't know what's going on. So we're going to play a song, and then I'm hoping that my audience and those who are watching me
I'ma try and prove and do the things I needed to. I'ma count my blessings while learning these lessons and finding the truth.
That's right. This is the Cosmo Radio Network USA.
Try and prove and do the things I needed to. I'ma count my blessings while learning these lessons and finding the truth. Yeah, put in the work and the time and I'm taking this out. Yeah, I'm building a second of focus on making these songs. Yeah, I'm trying to improve every day and I'm waiting to blow. Yeah, I know it's on your mind. Trust in me and we be right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, you just say that I just trust and I'll provide. I'm trying to do this right. I'ma try and prove and do the things I needed to.
Powerful new force is about to hit this city.
From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
We're talking about gun violence in America. We're talking about gun violence in the city of Philadelphia, where they're just killing you for nothing.
Wanna take us out the struggle, wanna take away the pain. And I know you heard it, but please know I'm doing everything. This one's for you and the fans. I'm about to do what I can. I'm about to show you that these strings for real. I'm manifest these plans. I'm holding up to the truth. Never can forget what you do. I'ma make sure that I get.
For those who like to call up, the phone number is 267-481-6764. We like to hear someone to talk about the gun violence and where maybe you may be tired. And maybe we got to start something different. The Wake Up and Rise Up are trying to do something different where September the 22nd, 72 hours, worldwide live entertainment music. I am blessed and fortunate to be a part of the Wake Up and Rise Up talking about gun violence in America and across the other side of the dark world. So we're live from the Cosmo Radio Network. We can go all day long and talk about what is really going on in America. Do anyone have something to say? Do anyone feel that they may have something to tell us? It's Friday. Maybe we can save somebody's life today. Maybe someone got a gun where they got revenge and they're tired. My name is Showtime, the Hypeman. We're live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. For those who are watching us, check it out. That's right, it's Friday. We're talking about what is going on with people just getting shot for nothing, or people getting shot for doing things. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to talk about it more. And it took time, so much wasted time, and a place to find your love that you gave to me. For those who are watching us around the world, we're talking about gun violence in America is out of control. In a way to speak. And I'm feeling so much pain, 'cause it's time it ain't the same. Let's goodbye. You was gone and I remain. I know a lot of people watching me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Maybe you don't know how to call in. Call in at 267-481-6764. My name is Showtime the Hypeman. We're doing it big on the Cosmo Radio Network, USA. That's right, we're live on the Cosmo. What is going on in America where guns are out of control? I don't know what to say about that, but there's a lot of things that are going on where we're hoping that our audience and those who are watching us around the world. We know a lot of people watching us, and maybe just want to look. Maybe don't want to be bothered with it. Maybe a lot of people just don't want to talk. I don't know what it is. I'm just doing my job as a broadcast radio host and hoping that people will join in and talk about it. So we're going to call, it's a DJ that we're doing the show set to tomorrow. Matter of fact, we're going to Stilton, PA, and so we're going to give a phone call and hoping that this artist is here. Is this a disgrace? What's going on in America? I can't figure it out. Hello to my caller. Someone say hello. Hello back to you.
not around to take a call right now, but if you give me a detailed message, I can show you.
So, hello, back to you. We're live here at Showtime the Hypeman. We're hoping that our audience and those who watch us around the world, we're hoping that we are bringing something new to you. Have you looked in the mirror? Have people are paying close attention? Death after death after death after death after death. How many more people, innocent people, people that's going to the store, people that's walking through the streets, those who are afraid going to the bank, those who go to the gas station, they shooting in the mall, they shoot in front of cops, they shoot in front of crowds. What is actually going on in the young people and everybody head? You got men 40 years old, 45 years old, gunning people down. You got kids that had good parents that work for the city of Philadelphia or work in the city in Detroit. You have parents that took their kids to college and make sure that they thought that by sending them to church or send them to the right school, but the streets, you got even where in the 80s where drug addiction, where a lot of people wanted to be drug dealers. Now everybody want to be killers. When do it stop? When do we wake up? When do we wake up as all people, not black, not yellow, not green? I'm talking about all of us should be accountable for what's going on in America. This is a big issue. Nobody want to come in the world born. All you want to do is work, get a home, get a wife, or get a girl. I don't know. But life ain't about killing people all day long. Y'all mean y'all just sit around plotting who you going to kill today in your mind? Is that corrupted? That I want to go out. Someone in the house right now with guns. Or somebody called him up and said, man, he done something to your boy. Let's go get him. Do y'all know what it does to people when you kill their loved one? Do y'all have a clue what it really does? Is somebody young right now, 19, 17, 14 years old with a gun inside your home. Parents, you're not going with your intuition. You're not going with your gut feeling. Young brothers or young sisters and even adults. Well, you know, I bought all these guns because I want to protect. But then did you hear the story that adult was cleaning his gun and shot a 4-year-old kid cleaning his gun? Or I was just cleaning my gun and the gun went off. I can't figure it out. We can't figure it out. It's a mind thing. It's a spirit that been broken. The same thing. Are they mentally disturbed? Well, we're doing a lot of praying. Lord knows that we are praying. And we are praying real, real hard. You know how people on their knees at night? You know how people are praying to stop gun violence? And those who parents that feel the pain of their heart that their son and their daughter will never come home. You know how many parents still got the room the same way? Never touch the bedroom. Kids, their son, clothes and sneakers are still, you know what that does to a mother or a father mentally? Trying to have some fun, but they thinking about their kid and their daughter. or their son, or their husband, or their wife, or their grandfather, or their grandmother, or someone is a deep friend of theirs where they were so close, or a neighbor raised them. I remember Little John. I have never expected Little John to go shoot 7 people and kill 7 people. It's the mind game in the spirit. And that's what we are dealing with. We are fighting spirituality. And a lot of people may don't understand what Showtime the Hypeman talking about. We are fighting a mentally illness. And that's what we are dealing with. True facts, true story. That's what we are fighting. And the only way we fix it, that each and every one of us that lives in America is all of our problems now. I want to say something. I'm hoping that I don't offend my white community and my Latino community, and I want to make sure before I say that. I'm going to take a chance because Showtime the Hypeman is a risk taker. If a white male and a white female was getting killed every day in their community, my audience and those who are watching me around the world, or those who just looking at me, do you feel that the TV, the news, the networking, the radio station, the newspaper, and the outreach of the community will come out in mass numbers? And they will be down City Hall marching. Are we a community that don't know how to organize, don't know how to participate, or we just lookers? We got eyes, but we just look and we just go to the barbershop or the beauty salon and talk about it, but not doing the work, just to look cute. That's what we are doing. That's what we're doing. We're not fighting anymore. And it seems like a lot of us may think that prayer don't work. And those who are praying for their children every day, when they leave the house, when they go to the schools, hoping that their son or their daughter get home safe. What is the mindset of a 14-year-old boy or a 14-year-old little girl in this day and time, knowing that they are seeing murders every day around their community? What is the mental stage and the mentally part of our youth in 2022?
Need you to set your mind.
My name is Showtime the Hypeman. I want to know, what are you thinking about for those who are watching the Cosmo Radio Network USA? Those who are struggling, those who open up their mind. I might have said something that maybe touch your spirit.
You're so goddamn pretty, baby.
I don't know about y'all, but music makes me happy. Sometimes we may have to listen to some music. Sometimes we may have to put our earphones on and block everything that's going on around the world. My name is Showtime the Hypeman, and we're doing it live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. I think for us to reach stars, for us to go in a new direction in 2023, we all must look in the mirror and say, God, I'm not pleased what's going on. I know that a lot of people may not understand what Showtime is doing. I keep telling y'all, I got the blueprint to stop the gun violence in America. I may not have an organization, I may not have a team of people, I may not have nobody believe in me. But I won't give up on our young people. I won't give up on those who are shooting and killing, those who are sitting in a home right now, mentally messed up. Because karma will come. That day will happen. Nobody get away of killing somebody. I don't care who you are, how bad you are, how tough you are, or how big and bad you are. You will get your turn at the wheel. My name is Showtime the Hypeman. That's right, we're live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. My name is Showtime the Hypeman. All I want to do is bring peace and love around each and every one. One day, I just hope that one day we're not talking about gun violence. We're talking about loving each other. It starts with us. It starts with us. And that's why it's important that we spread the word love. That's very important. Facebook may cut me off. Facebook may do this. Instagram may do this. YouTube may stop me. These are the new broadcasts and these are the new networking stations that we're doing. We're trying to do something that's never been done before in the history in this country. But too many people are scared. You can't blackball Showtime the Hypeman. I keep telling you, I got the blueprint to stop the gun violence. But it takes an organization, it takes a great team to go out there 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, back it up in the corner. It's up to us. Are y'all willing to go look in the mirror and say, we heard Showtime Hypeman talking about it, but it seemed like nobody's listened to Showtime the Hypeman. Do I got to be a pastor or elected official or be a part of a organization, a nonprofit organization? What is it that Showtime the Hypeman, that I am the voice, and people just watching me, and watching me? That's what they're doing. It come a time that each and every one of us that place our hand on this thing here. I'm not blaming no one. And I'm not pointing the fingers at no one either. It's all of our battles. Anybody that God made, it's all of our battles. Because it's not your blood, because it's not your family, we are a human race of society of people that live together on this earth. And it's important that we as people understand that. Because you're a Muslim, because you're Judah, because you are a Jehovah's Witness, because of your Christians and Baptists and Muslims and creeping, we all are still a human being. Let's put the religion on the backside. Let's put all the non-profit. Let's put all the political people. Let's put all the professional people. Let's leave that shit at the door. And let's learn how to work together. That's the main target. You know how many times that Showtime the Hypeman been beat down? You know how many times that I've been defeated? You know how many times when I go in rooms and people just turn they salad and they little butter bread and look at me like I'm a space cadet. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The phone number's up 267-481-6764 for those who like to call in or have a problem. Or you may be tired. Did we want a society everybody got to carry a gun? Remember the cowboy days where those who watch Western music, everybody was legally to carry the gun. What is going on in America? They continue to make guns. You got all these people running for office. You got, wow. I hope somebody hear me out there. I don't know anybody watching the show or it don't even matter to me. I'm just going to do what God put inside of me. He gave me a voice. He gave me a station. He gave me the network USA. So I got to do my part. And it doesn't matter that I don't get paid. It doesn't matter no people want to watch this show. I'm an amazing guy without you. And that's what we're dealing with. Innocent people. Those who are dying every day. Let's talk. I want someone that's a parent that's watching the show today that had a son that killed somebody or a daughter. Or how did them parents feel? Knowing that a son killed somebody else where we're not even thinking about them. Somebody's watching me may be on the other side of it. Knowing that a son or a daughter or a husband or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I don't know, killed somebody. How you think that parent feel? Did everything to raise her son the right way and never expected her son will kill somebody. Do anybody out there know anything? Or anyone that's watching me? Maybe nobody's watching Showtime the Hypeman. Maybe this is not a topic that we need to talk about. Maybe I need to talk about music and talk about who's the next hip hop star, the next R&B. This is let's talk about it. That's what is going on.
A powerful new force is about to hit this city.
From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
I don't know what to say. We're alive here. And I really don't know what to say now. And I'm not afraid of none of y'all. But it is rattling me that nobody is willing. Nobody is willing to. So we're gonna make another phone call. Hello.
Hey, Rika, what's going on?
A new force is about to hit this city.
From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
So what's going on, Renee? You in Philadelphia?
Hey, what's going on? I'm in Philadelphia.
Well, we got a chance to get you on you're live on the Cosmo Radio Network for the first time. You one of our biggest guests, biggest fans. So I'm so grateful and excited that you're here where you got yourself planned up. So what you doing tonight?
I have no plans. What's going on, my cousin?
Well, Showtime getting rested. Well, I was invited to a gospel affair somewhere. I don't have the details. But we was talking about in the city of Philadelphia, they just killed a guy yesterday. Wasn't just a guy, a regular guy, neither. Where I know you live in Phoenix, correct?
I'm in San Diego.
San Diego. Sorry, San Diego.
Yeah.
Do y'all have these type of problems like we have in the city of Philadelphia?
No, we're not having those problems.
Wow.
Yeah. No, we're not.
Wow. It bothers me every day where 14-year-old kids got automatic machine guns that shoot 32 rounds at 14 years old. How do they get the money to get that stuff?
Right. Well, how they getting the guns, first of all?
Well, I'm glad you said that. And where they can't even find the location, they don't know what's going on. That was the topic today. I went to the barber shop where a lot of older men just don't want to even argue with a young guy because we don't know they strapped up. Or if you try to give them some good order direction, that means that God order direction where they look at you like you crazy, and then they'll pull some out and just pop you and then run. And that's what they're doing across this great country where gun violence are happening in concrete areas. Where out there in San Diego's a lot of grass, ain't it?
A lot of grass is thin.
Good, that's why. Where I had a doctor named Dr. Levy talked about in mostly the concrete area, that's where the most gun violence is, especially in the poor community. And I was sharing with my audience today that to my white audience and my Latino audience, and I wanted to make it clear to them. But what we are seeing where I feel that if my white audience community was gun-sled every day, they will come out in large numbers. Where I'm seeing in our community as a whole, because I'm Black and I see Blacks, I speak to Blacks a lot. And even though I have white employees, I deal with my white customers and my white guests too, that's on the Cosmo Radio Network, and they're not taking it personal. This is a show for all people. I want to make that clear to my audience. My show is not an all-Black show. My show is for all people.
All people, that's right.
But unfortunately, that I'm seeing more Blacks are getting slaughtered, where they just finally gave some money up, $325 million to go after the violence in the streets. And where I'm hoping that the money don't go into the nonprofit organizations, some of these pay-to-play politicians will take some of that money off top for themselves, then they will give a little bit, and then the problem still didn't get solved. Isn't that deep?
Yeah. So what they need to do is, in my opinion, is they should have a community meeting throughout all the cities. White, Black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Vietnamese, because Philadelphia is made of all nationalities. And they need to come together and find the head people that are in this neighborhood, come together and then figure a way to take that funding and invest it into the communities, and then get out there, and when you see someone out there with guns, you report it.
Yeah, and
you don't have to report it to the police, but report it to maybe a head community leader, and then maybe have some more conversations with these young people, because all they're doing is killing each other.
Yeah.
And for what?
I talked about the same thing. I remember I had a meeting and I asked to speak to the president of city council. I said, Mr. Darrell Clark, I got the blueprint. He said, do you have any degrees? What did it have to do with me having a degree? Coming with an answer or some type of resource where they keep looking at everybody got to have a degree on the wall just to talk about. I got common sense and I got something inside of me that God gave me. But the first they want to know, do you got a degree?
What does a degree got to do with it? A degree only has to do with a position as a job.
Well, that's the
or your career.
That's
because you can have a degree. So say you had a degree in business. What does business have to do with what the community of the young kids out here shoot each other?
Well, if you look at the nature of our culture, where they told us to go to school and then get a good job, where we was, oh man, that's a good job, where we got away from gifted. We got away where half of people got degrees on their wall, don't have common sense or can't even lead the people. But because, and I like what Tyler Perry said, he said when he went to school, they didn't talk about centimeters. They didn't talk about Mary had 5 apples and can you add them up? He said, if you want to survive today, it's all about having a common sense and a spirituality where all the stuff you learn in college, you do not learn on the workforce.
That's all right.
It's a different program. You went to a good high school and you went to a mostly all-white school up in Bryn Mawr, where you was blessed early on to get a good education because where you lived at, correct?
Correct.
Well, y'all had to do better. Y'all hands was forced because y'all was sitting in. As you was growing up, how did you feel the tension living in Bryn Mawr in a younger age?
Well, when we first moved there, it was a lot of tension, due to the fact that it was all white community and they did not want any black people in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So they protested so that we couldn't even move there.
They did?
But with the fair, the fair equal housing, and because my father worked for the government at the time, they had to let us move in our home. So what happened was the people took the house off the market so we couldn't move it, but the government said if you sell it, it will go to us. Mm. Yeah. And it was and what happened was we did that and then we moved in and we were there and I guess they realized, oh, black people can live just like us.
Yeah. And that was in the early 70s, wasn't it?
No, that was in the 60s.
Wow. Y'all moved, what year y'all moved in the 60s?
1967.
Wow, that was close to 70. So it was a change for black people living in suburban neighborhoods where the rank of your father being a governor and also offers for the United States Army or the Navy.
Oh, my dad was in the Air Force.
Yeah, excuse me. Let me change that. Yeah, Air Force. We want to change that back around. Air Force even sound better. So, wow. And where you finally went there, and when y'all went to the school system, how do y'all react? Know that it was 99% and you was the only 1%.
Look, I'm just as smart as you are. Matter of fact, smarter. So when I'm getting better grades than the white kids next to me, and they asking me, can I help them? I knew I was right.
Wow, I really that was definitely you dealing with it in 1967, and we're seeing the same thing. What's going on in America? We're seeing the same thing that's going on in America. That's doing the same thing.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on. So
what's going on now is, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm talking as a grandmother now that, seeing what's going on. The times are changing. Mm-hmm. Minorities are doing what they're in business now. They're going to college. They're getting a better job. So white America, in my opinion, this is my opinion, are mixing with other colors and nationalities. Once they mix 5% and have these children of different ethnic, now they're losing. So now the white population who are, how do you say, racist, they don't think that we all equal, is having a problem with it. I mean, that's just my opinion.
No, your opinion.
But that's only in a certain sector, and only maybe in certain communities that they're trying to keep it, all, well, we're best, but we're all one nation. And this is all different colors.
I'm glad you said
that. And until people start accepting it, we're gonna always have that. You're gonna always have an underlying racism.
Yeah, and I was talking about that. I say it's all of our problems, dealing with the gun violence, dealing with housing, and also even with colleges, where it took a lot of us to get, but when we start being great athletes, where they started letting some of the black ball players go to Kentucky and some of the big division schools where blacks fit in because of the sports to win in the competition. I don't know what's going on even in the music business and the boxing, but I'm just a guy that's trying to build something up. But I want to thank you, Renee. I'm definitely going to see you, invite you over my house and get a chance and have a cocktail, laugh. And so I definitely going to see you tomorrow at the Ace Memorial Museum. That's up Germantown and Shelton. That's where it's at. So Sunday, we're going to be live. But those are a free concert. We're going to be doing it big. Showtime, the Hypeman is hosting that event. Also, I'm having a lunch party for my radio station. You'll be going by then probably. That's on October the 7th. That's on a Friday night where it's a free event with one of the biggest DJs in the city of Philadelphia. Jazzy O will be DJing. Also, Dr. Rock will be hosting that event. Also, tomorrow I'm going to Stilton, PA, where the original Teddy Pendergraft, this guy named Don Connor, it's amazing, man. This man sounds like Teddy Pendergraft. Also, G Money, we got two DJs, DJ Crush and DJ Smash, not Stash, because they probably watching me. So we're gonna. I want to thank you for participating. I gave you a call, took a risk on you. You keep smiling, because you're looking up there. You're looking younger. Your mother and father are proud of you, and your sisters and my cousin. I love y'all to death. Continue. Keep watching me. We never knew that all of us we still together, and I'm still doing my thing. So I just want all y'all to be proud of me, because I ain't going nowhere. Thank you, cousin.
Well, I'm proud of you. I love you. When you Showtime.
Oh wow! Can you believe I'm Showtime? What did I dance when I was younger? I don't remember that stuff.
Yes, you did. You were the highlight of our family. Trust me.
For real, I don't remember that. Wow.
We remember.
She said you was the highlight. Well, I guess I got it in me. I'm still working.
You would do talent shows. You would do the talent shows. We would have a little band sometimes going, and you be heading it up and dancing.
Wow. Well, look what I turned out. I'm broadcasting a live radio. I don't care what nobody said. That I am the owner. I'm the owner of Cosmo Radio Network U. As I may not got a staff, I ain't got a team. But I know that one day everything's going to come together, because I believe in the process. In spite of that, I don't see it. Cuz, you have a nice Friday. I love you.
All right.
Tell Tammy and Pam I see them on the other side of the Cosmo Radio.
All right. Love you.
A new force is about to hit this city.
From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
Thank you for calling the Allstate office.
So that's right. We're doing it big on the Cosmo Radio. I want to thank everybody that tuned in to watch us today. I'm glad I came here. I came here to do some excitement, but I don't know what happened with the other guys. That someone pulled a call here. But they didn't get a chance because everybody is busy and doing what they do. And I don't know what's going on in America. I don't know. I'm just want to continue to do these, and these new phones, they are amazing. They are tricked. For those who got new phones, there's so many other stuff they putting on these new phones. I just want a phone that works. And I guess a lot of y'all just want a phone that works too. All these new technologies and things like that, I don't know what to say. I just want to do some things. So maybe I need to go to T-Mobile and let them help me out with these phones and all this new Zaga stuff. My name is Showtime the Hypeman. For those who watch us, we want to thank everybody that tune in to watch us, and make sure that you smile more, be happy more, and don't give up. Don't let nobody stop you. My name is Showtime the Hypeman. We see you on the other side. Peace.